Hi, everybody. I'm Yvette from the Connecticut Restaurant Association, and we are here today to let you know about a really exciting opportunity that has come along from DineSafe, which is a new technology that is helping restaurants to get through the challenge of having daily compliance safety steps that they need to take, in addition to being able to communicate that out to the public of what steps restaurants are taking to keep their employees and their guests safe. We were approached by Ryan O'Donnell a few weeks ago about a new technology that he has worked very hard to develop. And he's going to share with us today what DineSafe is about and how it can help your restaurant. Some of you probably already know Ryan as our CRA counsel, but today he is here presenting as the CEO of DineSafe. So I'm going to turn it over to you, Ryan, to tell us a little bit more.
Sure. Yvette, thanks so much. And thanks everybody for taking the time to watch this video and to learn some more about DineSafe. As Yvette mentioned, I am CEO of DineSafe, but DineSafe is a team comprised of industry veterans and some incredible tech people. And we got together to take a look at an opportunity that we've seen develop during this COVID period. And there's this incredible demand for restaurant safety and transparency from the dining public. The people want to know what you're doing to keep them safe. However, there is no definitive source of public information on what new steps you're taking to keep guests safe. And that is the same for COVID-19 or otherwise. So while this technology's primary focus will be on COVID-19, we're also going to be expanding to cover other safety concerns, making our platform larger to encompass back of the house as well as front of the house. And really embrace consumers' new interest in safety, right? Previously, if you picked up a Zagat's guide, you would see restaurants rated on decor, on service, on food. Well, DineSafe believes very strongly that going forward, safety is going to be a new such category that guests use to determine when and where to dine out. So why DineSafe? Well, DineSafe does two things, and we do those two things very well. The first is we work with you to ensure that your restaurants are remaining in full compliance with all applicable state and federal COVID-19 reopening guidelines. The second part, and this is where I think the real value of DineSafe shines through, is that we work with you on increasing consumer confidence. And that's about communicating to the dining public all the steps that your restaurant is taking to keep guests and staff safe. So how do we do those two things, right? We have compliance and communication. Well, with regard to compliance, it's three steps that we have. First is that restaurants meet DineSafe's compliance standards for 2 weeks. If you can meet our standards for 2 weeks, we then certify you as DineSafe. And how do you get certified, right? How do you meet those compliance standards? Well, your managers will receive daily text messages on their phone, prompting them to answer 3 to 5 compliance questions on our platform. So you get a text, you click the link, you come to our platform. You're gonna have 3 to 5 questions, and we're gonna ask you if you're doing certain things, and if you're doing those things, all compliance related, to provide us with picture and video documentation. Those pictures and videos will be geotagged, so they come from within your restaurant. They have to come from within your restaurant. And once that's done, once you're certified, you must continue to meet daily certification compliance requirements.
Ryan, can I stop you right there? Because I know there are some certification programs out there that are kind of a one and done. And it seems to me, I know there's this 2-week period where when a restaurant signs on, there is that time period where you have to get DineSafe compliant and collect that data. Right. But DineSafe continues on a daily basis past that to make sure that restaurants are maintaining their certification and maintaining those safety steps. So is that correct? This is something that's not just a one and done. This is something that helps restaurants on a daily basis get through that cadence, but continuing to communicate that information out to the public going forward.
Yeah, absolutely, Yvette. And I think that's one of the things that separates DineSafe from any similar certification programs. DineSafe is going to be with restaurants every step of the way, right? We want to make sure every single day that you're in compliance, and compliance is not a one and done thing. You can't just check a box and then expect the public to appreciate that and to find value in that. The dining public wants to know that every day you're going in and you're putting as much thought into safety as you are to ambience, decor, service, things of that nature, right? That's the sort of premium that guests are placing on safety. So in order for that to have value, guests need to see that it's a daily process and that it's an evolving process, that it's sort of a living, breathing process where as the regulations change, as best practices change, DineSafe keeps you on the cutting edge of all regulatory upgrades and changes, updates and changes, I'm sorry. And so when guests see that you're DineSafe certified, they will know that you're taking it as seriously as they are.
So tell us about that next step.
Sure. So
consumer confidence.
Once you're in compliance, our job is to help use that compliance to put butts in seats. So once your restaurant is certified DineSafe, our platform is going to show your guests and your staff all the incredible things you're doing to keep them safe. How do we do that? Well, we push your certification information to all the major dining sites, the places that diners go to decide if and where they're going to go out to eat. Social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook, but other more narrow micro sites that target foodies and sort of the foodie culture. One of the biggest things that DineSafe is going to be offering is that we're going to be integrating with major search engine and dining information social media platforms. Soon, when you Google your restaurant or the restaurant of a competitor or one of your guests does, they will see if you have a DineSafe certified logo in the Google search results. So you'll have the hours that you're open, you'll have your menu, you'll have your address, and now if you're DineSafe certified, you'll have your DineSafe seal of approval in that same cluster of information. When you click on that DineSafe certification logo, you'll be brought back to our site, and customers can see all the things that you've done in real time to help keep them safe. Additionally, DineSafe will be providing restaurants with a social media toolkit where you can put our information that we're pushing to the public on your social sites as well, and as well as your individual websites.
Ryan, I'm going to jump in again here because I think you're right. This screen is so important. This is really, truly where the value in DineSafe is. I mean, the compliance part is so important, and it's hard to every day to be consistent and make sure your staff is consistent and is following all the protocols. But at the end of the day, especially now with restaurants, as we're going into cold weather months, I know that restaurants are worried. Are we going to be able to get the dining public out and get them to come into your restaurant? So I think that that's something that DineSafe, I know we've talked before about this, about how you'll have, sort of that percentage of the public that's just not going to go out for whatever reason. Right. The percentage that feels safe no matter what, but it's that middle segment that if we can influence that middle segment to feel more comfortable and safe going out, that we can influence that group. So it seems that this slide, as you mentioned, that part of pushing this information out to the dining public is so critical.
I mean, you're absolutely right. And that's what we view DineSafe as, right? We view it as providing a critical marketing edge. We recognize that right now capacity is limited. Revenue could be down. Winter is coming, and a lot of folks are unsure, how they're going to continue to thrive or at least survive during the COVID-19 era. And I think the way DineSafe helps there is we're helping you adapt to the new consumer demands, to the new demands of guests that we're seeing emerge during COVID-19. And again, even after COVID-19, we think that guests are still going to place a premium on safety. We're going to have to expand the definition of what guests are looking for in safety and how they're trying to find that information. But DineSafe will be right there with you to help meet those new needs. So, DineSafe by the numbers, right? What we're doing right now, as Yvette mentioned, we're in the beta test phase where we're working with the industry to make sure that DineSafe offers you, your staff, and your guests the strongest advantage possible. We want DineSafe to be the most powerful tool that we can offer, and we need your feedback to help do that. So for all beta test users, DineSafe is free through December 2020. Beginning in January 2021, the price of DineSafe Premium, which is the compliance component as well as the consumer confidence marketing component, will be $99 a month. Those two components will be put together in a package called the DineSafe Premium package. And if you're a member of the Connecticut Restaurant Association, you get a $20 discount down to $79 a month. If you're not a month per location, and if you're not a member of the CRA, I highly recommend that you go sign up today.
Thank you for extending that that offer for our members. We really appreciate it, Ryan.
I appreciate
yeah, thank you. Can you tell us where to go? So if somebody, what's the website where restaurants can go and sign up? And then also from here, Ryan, I'd really love it if you can show us some screenshots and kind of take us through what does it look like to sign up? What is the, what is the compliance? I really want people to see how easy it is to complete the daily compliance items. And then also, maybe kind of an overview for a restaurant owner, how that information is valuable to see, are these daily steps happening? Are they staying in compliant?
Sure, I bet I would love to. First, sign up, super easy. The process is easy. The website's easy. We're dinesafe.us/sign up. Don't go to dinesafe.com. That's a strange site about food poisoning. Not something that you want to get involved with. We're dinesafe.us/sign up. It's really easy. And if you have any questions or comments or concerns, just want to know more, my email is right there on the screen. It's rao@dinesafe.us. But let's go take a look at the website. Just bear with me for 1 sec while I pull it up.
So what are we, now we're at, so this is the screen we see when we go to dinesafe.us/sign up. So take us through this, Ryan. What are we looking at here?
Sure. So if you want to create an account, it's very easy. Restaurant group name, your email, your phone number, password, confirm password, right? Now that phone number is going to be the cell phone number that you get your text messages on for compliance reminders. So make sure you enter a cell phone number there and not a landline. But other than that, it's pretty easy to sign up and to create your account. This is all the information that we need to get you started. If you already have an account, like I do, you would go to the sign up page, right? Sign in, pretty easy, email, password, off you go. Now, I come to the restaurant dashboard. This is where you'll be able to see all of your restaurants. Right now, I only have one. This is my old friend George's Balos restaurant. And we're going to complete the survey, right? We're going to see how we're doing on our compliance. Now, when you get your daily text messages, this is also where it's going to take you. So when you get your daily text messages about compliance, it takes you right here to our compliance policy screen, right? Now here it's going to ask us to post signs regarding safety policies, right? And so we would do upload a photo, right? And unfortunately, I don't have a photo of safety policies right now, but you can always skip a question if you don't have it and go back to it the next day. But we do seek the media evidence, whether it's going to be a photo or a video. We want users to take a picture with their phone, upload the photo or the video so that the guests can see what you're doing. And again, all those pictures and videos are going to be geotagged. So diners will know they come from within your restaurant on the day that you're saying that you took them.
Ryan, I see that this one is saying the daily compliance questions 2 out of 4. So I understand that there's only 3 or 4 questions each day. Not every question is going to have a photo. Okay, this is what I was asking. Right? So I see this one, limited indoor capacity, no photo required, but there's still the question that they have to answer.
Right. So I'd say, yes, of course I'm doing that, right? Cleaning and disinfecting, right? Now this will be the 4th question, and this wants another photo. So you have the option of taking a photo of the ways that you're cleaning the common areas, high transit areas, things of that nature, right? Your folks are doing a great job of that. let's take a picture and show the world just how well they are handling this, right? Now, if you don't finish all of your survey questions, you're going to be non-compliant, right? Obviously, I haven't been taking care of my restaurant, but you'll have 24 hours to go backwards. So that's why you can still fill out Wednesday's survey today being Thursday. But you have the option of going back and doing additional days. And if you haven't filled out your compliance, you can see what you missed too. And guests are going to see that as well. So you'll have a great opportunity to understand where your team is falling short if they are, and how you can correct that problem.
Ryan, could you show us, if you can go back to, if we can go back to the restaurant screen where we came from, because
Sure.
for folks watching today that are new to this, they're going to sign up, but they're going to have to add their restaurant. So if you could just, can you click on that and show us how that works?
Absolutely. Couldn't be easier. So we're going to click add a restaurant, and we're going to search for the restaurant by location. For instance, let's say that I wanted to add, let's say Chips, our friend George's Chips restaurant, right? Well, there it is. There's multiple locations. Orange, I know Orange is George's HQ for Chips Family Restaurant. Let's go and check it out. We put it in. There it is. The location's added. Submit. It's just that easy. So you're going to be using the Google map to find and locate your restaurant, add it to your dashboard, and then it's going to show you your first daily compliance question starts tomorrow.
And I think I think the compliance questions are going to start on the same day, Ryan. I think that was a change that we made based on some feedback, but that's how easy it is. It's very simple. I know there's other features, and I don't want to get into everything today. There's the owner dashboard, which is phenomenal because that shows, the compliance history, what staff are completing what. It shows your score, and there also will be a restaurant landing page, and that will be the consumer-facing side. What I love about that, Ryan, we were talking about this earlier today as well, is that most of the information on their landing page gets auto-populated by the data that gets input. So it's not an extra step that you have to do to complete that page. It's all taken care of just by setting up your account and then completing your daily compliance.
Right, absolutely.
Can we go back to that screen just so everyone can see? There we go, the website again. So to sign up, you just go to dinesafe.us/sign up. Follow the steps that Ryan just took us through, enter your information, add your restaurants, and then you'll start to get those daily compliance checklists and just go through them. You'll get an alert every day on what your compliance checklist is for that day. You've got Ryan's information if you have any additional questions. Of course, you can always reach out to us at the CRA. Again, Ryan, this is something that's so important right now in helping our restaurants get through this time, and also getting butts in seats, working really hard to rebuild consumer confidence. Really, I mean, the steps are already there. It's just educating the public as to what's happening to keep them safe and making them feel safe, especially if they're looking at, do I want to go to this restaurant or this restaurant? Well, let me see if I have more information about what the steps are that one restaurant is taking over another. That's where this gives you that edge. So we love what you've created here, Ryan. What else do we need to know?
Again, just that it's by the industry, for the industry. We've got a lot of incredible folks behind the scenes working with us, helping us get this launched. We want to get as many restaurants signed up as possible. The more restaurants we have signed up, the greater impact we're going to have on the dining public. And, we're aware of what a difficult and tough time this is right now. And we're hoping DineSafe can be the type of tool, the type of platform that can help restaurants approach this year from a different angle, a different perspective, and try to overcome some of the hurdles that have been placed in front of them. We are aware of how tough things are. And if this can help, that would be all that we can ask for. So, and again, I'll just leave it on a note that this is, we're still in the beta test mode. So we're going to be relying on feedback from restaurants and guests who are using our product. We want to hear from you. We want to know what you think, good, bad, indifferent. All feedback is welcome and sought after. So please let us know how we're doing. Give the software a try. And, we'll be in touch soon. Thank you.
And Ryan, I'm going to just say one more thing, even though that was a perfect wrap up there. But I do want to mention we were speaking this morning with Scott Dolch, our executive director,
Yes.
and one of the things that he's working on with DineSafe is to communicate this out through the Restaurant Association to our partners in other states. So I think
Right.
it's really amazing for us in Connecticut. You know, we've done such a great job at keeping staying safe, but being able to be part of DineSafe now here in Connecticut, and how proud we are to be able to launch this in other parts of the country and help other restaurants all across the country stay safe and to keep their guests safe. So I think that's it then, Ryan. We'll just
That's
make
it.
sure everybody goes to dinesafe.us, sign up and get started. And any questions, again, reach out to Ryan. You can always reach the CRA at info@ctrestaurant.org.
Great. Thanks,
And
everybody. Appreciate it.